Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Lifestyle with Ruth. Welcome if you're new, and hey, hello if you are returning. Today is Mother's Day when I'm filming this, so happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I did this smoky kind of look, and if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Now, if you are a subscriber, you already know that I always start off with my skincare, which is my Palmer's facial oil and then my Dove body cream. And if you're new, I always start with skincare. Skincare is so important to start off with because it helps your makeup to lay better. This Dove body care, I get it from Dollar Tree, and my Palmer's facial oil I get from Amazon, but they also have it at Walmart. Now that my skincare is down, I'm just going to put some lip balm on just to hydrate my lips while I'm doing my makeup. Alright, going in with my brow pencil, all I'm going to do is outline my brows with this and then fill in with a pomade. Chrome pipes, flow lights out of sight. Long weave sold in, say it again, sold in. Make that money, throw it in. Booty bouncing, don't get Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Blue Medina, always beaming. Rag top, chrome pipes, flow lights out of sight. Long weave sold in, say it again, sold in. Make that money, throw it in. Booty bouncing, don't get Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Medina, always beaming. Rag top, chrome pipes, flow lights out of sight. Long weave sold in, say it again, sold in. Make that money, throw it in. Booty bouncing, don't Lamborghini, Blue Medina, always beaming. Rag top, chrome pipes, flow lights out of sight. Long weave sold in, say it again, sold in. Make that money, throw it in. Booty bouncing, go ahead. Now time to clean up the brows. Cleaning up the brows makes all the difference in the world with my eyebrows. Like, they will look so crazy until I clean them up. Once I clean them up, they look so good. Time to conceal the lids. I'm just going to use that concealer I used to clean up my eyebrows as my concealer for my lids. Just concealing them, making them all light and then I'm going to set them with a eyeshadow color that's similar to my skin tone. You can also just use a powder, like a setting powder, to set your lids as well. And I'm just going to go in with this eyeshadow palette, the Nightingale eyeshadow palette, but you don't need this palette. You can use similar colors, or you can use any 3 colors you want. Just make sure that you have a transition color, being like a lighter shade. Then you're going to want a darker color to apply to your outer corner. And then you're going to want a shimmer shade. So you can really mix any 3 colors you want. And I'm so sorry. My daughter likes to talk to me at the wrong time. So I'm just taking that color that I showed you there. Sorry if I was a distraction talking. I'm so sorry. But just taking that color, I'm going to put it into my crease and work my way up with it, just blending and adding more of that color all the way to my brow bone. I like to take my shadow all the way up because I like my shadow to be shown, you know, from afar. I like to be, wow, I'm just extra like that. You don't have to take your shadow this far up, but I do. So I'm so sorry. Now I'm going to take this darker shade here and apply that to the outer corner. This is just going to bring depth to my eyes. I feel like if I don't use a darker shade and I just use a bunch of light colors, there's no depth. There's no like contour to my eyes. So a dark color is like a must for me. So that's what I'm doing here, taking that dark color, applying it to my outer corners, and then I'm also taking it into my crease just a bit as well. And you'll see me doing that here, just tapping it on, building up that dark color, and then taking it into my crease. Going back with that brush that I used for my transition color, the very first color I applied, I'm taking that and just blending that dark shade with that transition color that I put down, just blending and blending and blending. Blending is really key to making your shadow look blended and put together. Now your eyeshadow does not have to be perfect. Mine almost never is. So, and I'm so like totally fine with that. So here I'm just showing you the micellar water. I don't know how to say it, but I just take some of that on a Q-tip or like a cotton swab, I'm sorry. And I'm just removing that dark shadow from where I'm gonna put my shimmer shade. Because when I lay down my shimmer shade, I don't want that dark shadow underneath it. I just want it on my lid. So that's what I'm doing here, just removing that dark shade where I'm going to apply the shimmer shade. This is so easy to do, and it really helps that shimmer shade to be the color that it's supposed to be and not like darker because there's a darker shade underneath, if that makes sense. Now going in with this shimmer shade, it's a white shimmer shade. I'm going to be taking some setting spray. You can use any setting spray you want. Just spray your brush after dipping it into the shimmer shade, and that shimmer shade is going to pop. As you can see, it is going to pop more than what it would if you didn't apply a setting spray on top. So I'm just going to take that shimmer shade and just apply it where I removed that dark shade. Now I'm just going back to that first brush, and I'm just, with no product, just blending that shimmer shade with the dark and transition color with no product. That's all I'm doing, just to kind of get it a little bit more faded and blended, as you can see. Now I'm going to take this shade here and apply that between the dark outer corner shade and that shimmer shade. So right in between there, with just my finger tapping it on, as you can see. I felt like I needed some, like, a little bit of warmth to my eye look, other than like just a white shimmer shade and then the black. I wanted something in between, so I chose this color, and I feel like it fit perfectly. Now just taking a baby wipe, you can use a baby wipe, you can use a makeup wipe, and I'm just going to clean up that fallout, which I don't have much. This is more to really clean up that line, as you can see here. You can also do this with tape. If you put some tape and you do your eyeshadow, it'll still leave you that clean line, but I like to use a wipey to clean it up as well if I chose not to use tape. Super simple. Now I'm going to apply some black eyeliner. Now I'm not good at wings, but I try. If you're not good at wings either, I suggest that you use some tape. Scotch tape works great. You just put some clear tape on there and your wings will come out kind of, you know, pretty decent. I'm not gonna say perfect because mine don't come out perfect. I mean, but I try. So here I am just winging it, and it looks okay. I'm okay with that. Now I'm just going to prepare for lashes. These are the lashes that I'm going to be using today. And taking my lash glue, the Duo lash glue. Taking just some cheap mascara. Mascara really doesn't matter. Like if it does anything for your lashes, you just want to coat them and make them dark so that they can blend in with your false lashes. That's all I'm doing here. Quick coat just to blend in. Now applying my false lashes, getting as close as I can to my lash line, just pushing it down. I'm going to take my tweezers and push my false lashes with my real lashes, kind of just pinching them together so that they can blend. Now this is where the mascara comes to play. It makes it kind of stick to one another with my false lashes and my real lash. So that's all I'm doing here. Now I'm going to take my finger and just push my lash up. This makes them curl and sit just a little bit higher on my lid. Alright, gonna go in with my e.l.f. energizing setting spray just to rehydrate my face and we're gonna get started on some primer. I'm gonna be using 2 primers today. One is going to be the Poreless Putty Primer in the Luminous one. Now, I went to Walmart and they sell like a 3-pack. They sell the Luminous, it's a pack of 3, so obviously, you know, there's 3 different type, and it's all the putty primers. Like, I was so impressed. One is the Luminous one was the matte, and one was the original. So today I'm going to be using the Luminous, and they are little tiny containers, but I feel like this will last a while. So I'm just going to take that, and also my e.l.f. Mint Melt primer as well. This stuff is like sticky. It's almost like putting like Elmer's glue on your face. So it's gonna hold down your makeup and make it last. So I'm just gonna put this on, and then on top take my Luminous Poreless Putty Primer and put that on as well. As you can see, it's tacky. Like, do y'all see my face? Like, the e.l.f. Mint primer is like tacky. So I'm just going to take that Luminous Poreless Putty Primer and put that just like towards the center of my face. And for foundation, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Infallible foundation in the shade 400 and 430. I'm going to be mixing these 2 together. They probably do have my shade. I just grabbed 2 wrong shades. So I have to mix them together. And not even this is my shade. But it's okay, because after bronzing and all, like, when my face is complete, it looks okay. But not even this is my color. So disregard, you know, if it's a lot off. So I'm just going to be applying my foundation with my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, and this is my favorite sponge. Like, if you're new here, hi, hello, this is my favorite sponge. If you're not, then you already know. So yeah. Now going in with concealer, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer and conceal my under eyes. I'm also going to be taking the concealer left like on my sponge and going down like my nose, my forehead, and around my mouth. So you'll see me doing that as well.
Lamborghini, blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights out of sight, long weed, sold in, say it again, sold in, make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing, go ahead, Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights out of sight, long weed, sold in, say it again.
And I'm going to be using my Airspun powder just to set all the places that I concealed. I'm going to be using a brush because I feel when I use a sponge, it is a little bit heavy. It's a little bit heavier. So I just go in with a brush, and it makes it a little bit of a lighter coating instead of going in with a sponge. But you can choose either or. It's your preference. I have normal to dry skin, so I'm kind of cautious with powder, but then again, I love the way it looks, so I just use it. So to go in with a lighter coating, I use a brush.
Lamborghini, blue Medina, always beaming. Rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights out of sight. Long weed, so
Y'all let me know what kind of videos y'all prefer to see. The makeup videos, the cooking videos, the cleaning videos. Let me know in the comments, and so that I know, because I'm just all over the place. Like right now, I'm all over the place. So I'm going in with my Maybelline powder to set the rest of my face. I mean, you can set your face with the Airspun. I mean, you can. It's lighter. So I like to use that for my concealed areas. I like to take my Maybelline powder because it's more of like a tint to it and not so bright white. So I like to take that all over my face to set the rest of my face. And again, I have to be kind of cautious because I do have dry skin already, but if you have oily skin, I would definitely recommend you to set your face with a powder if you don't. I feel like the powder makes so much difference in how my makeup looks and how it lasts. So if you have oily skin, it should like absorb that oil and make your makeup last longer. So just a helpful hint. With this bronzer, I'm going in with the Maybelline City Bronzer. This is like my current favorite bronzer. Like, I like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer as well, but that one has like a little bit of shimmer to it. This doesn't. It's matte. So I like to take a kind of a dense brush and just staple it. Not staple. Oh my god, y'all, come get me. Like, really? Stamp. Just kind of like stamping the bronzer into my skin first, and then I'll buff it out. So as you can see, I go where like I bronze my cheeks and my forehead, and then I take it along my jawline. This makes so much difference. Like, I need all the help I can get with looking a little bit slimmer. So I will take it. I take it all along the jawline and a little bit down my neck, and I feel like it makes my neck look slimmer. So that's what I'm doing here. Now I'm going to be buffing that bronzer and just blending it now after stamping it in. So I'm just going to be blending here, and then also my forehead. I take it about halfway, and then as you can see, I'm pulling back that headband because I want to go along my hairline as close as I can get, because you don't want your foundation to be seen where it starts and finishes up against your hairline. So the bronzer really like disguises where it starts and finishes. So that's what I'm doing there. And yeah, don't forget to bronze. Bronzer just helps. Like, I love bronzer. Now I'm going to be taking just an eyeshadow brush, taking some of that bronzer and contouring my nose just a bit. Normally I would do this with a like whatever brush I used for my bronzer, but I wanted something more, a little bit more smaller and more precise, because last time I used my bronzer brush for this, I felt like I had so much bronzer around my nose. So I wanted something a little bit more like for me to able to focus on certain areas. So that's what I did there. Now let's get on highlight. This highlighter, y'all, is from LA Colors. I got it from Dollar Tree. I don't really see it, so if you do, grab it because it is so good. Like, it's only $1 and it's a beautiful highlighter. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it to my highlight areas, as you can see. And the tip of my nose is a must. Like, I feel like it makes my nose look so cute when I put highlighter on my nose. And normally I put some on my chin, but I do have some blemishes there. So I don't want to really highlight that area too much. So yeah, if you have blemishes in certain areas, don't put highlighter on them. It's going to make them look worse, just a heads up. And just taking some blush and just going to put some blush on. Now it's time to bake, so I'm just going to bake in this area here. This really helps me to chisel this area, and if you don't like to do this, you don't have to do this, but I feel like it does make a difference with how my face looks. It gives me a more chiseled look, so that's why I'm doing that. Going back into that palette, and I'm going to take a color underneath my eyelid. I'm going to be taking this color here, just applying it with a pencil brush. The pencil brush, I just applied it with it, and then I'm going to go back in with that brush that I used for my eyeshadow and blend it. This made a big difference because using the pencil brush, it's like it doesn't really blend. It's like just to apply it, it doesn't blend. Like, as you can see, do you see like how messy that's starting to look? So when I went in with the brush that I used for my eyeshadow, it really helped. Like, y'all will see. Look, keep watching. Now going back in with that highlighter, I'm going to just apply highlighter to the inner corners of my eyes and then my brow bone. Taking my Believe Beauty eyeliner, my favorite eyeliner. You can get it from Dollar General for $5. Like, this eyeliner is so good. It glides on smoothly, fast. I don't have to be like going back and forth and back and forth. Like, it's pigmented. It's perfect. Like, if you don't have it, go get it, like right now. Now taking my NYX brow gel and just applying it to my eyebrows. This makes my eyebrows darker It helps get rid of all that powder that was flying all over my eyebrows. And it just looks better. If I skip this step, my eyebrows do not look like, they look like dull. So I don't skip this step. Now using my Milani Make It Last setting spray and just spraying my face, making everything just stay on my face. Air drying that. Now I'm going to wipe off the rest of my lip balm that I had on so that we can apply a lip color. Now lip colors is something that I struggle with. It's hard to like find the right color to use with my eye look. So I chose this brown color. It has like shimmer in it. I got this years ago. I don't know how many years ago, but I know that I've had this lipstick for a very long time. I got it from a Dollar Tree like a long time ago. So, and here is the finished look. I like it. I hope y'all like it too. So if you like it and you liked this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new, I post makeup videos, cooking videos, cleaning videos, like it's my lifestyle. So if you like these types of videos, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment. Bye.